So I'm not going to lie to you guys. I thought it was over. The first half last night, I thought the Sixers season was over. The Celtics, they came out like a team on a mission. Jason Tatum, he came out on fire. 14 big points in the first half. That dude could not miss. Their defense was flying around. They were making plays. Things were happening. And on the flip side, the Sixers just looked like a team that was lost. And it all kind of started with Joel Embiid, to be honest with you guys. He looked lost out there. He didn't look very confident in his body or in his game. He was settling for a lot of jump shots, and the jump shots were not falling. He was 0-5 from 3. He just didn't look very effective in that first half. Tyrese Maxey didn't seem like he was going to be able to get it going. VJ Edgecombe seemed invisible out there. Paul George looked like the Paul George of last year, not the Paul George who finished this year out pretty strong. Kelly Oubre wasn't having an impact. Like, across the board, the Sixers were just kind of laying an egg, and it seemed like the Celtics were well on their way to closing out the series, moving on and sending the Sixers home packing. And then I don't know what happened at that halftime, man, but the Sixers came out, and in that third quarter, they flipped the game around, and it all started with Joel Embiid. It's like he had a moment at halftime where he realized, hold up, I am still one of the most talented players in the league. I'm still one of the most dominant scoring big men this game has ever seen. It's time for me to remind these motherfuckers who I am. And that is exactly what he did in that third quarter and in that second half. He stopped settling for jump shots. He realized, I got Nikola Vucevic and Neem Keita on me. These dudes cannot guard me on the block. I'm taking my ass to the post. I'm going to make them pay. And he worked them on the block. There was nothing they could do with him. As a Bulls fan, I knew that was going to happen. I've seen Nikola Vucevic try to guard Joel Embiid before. I knew what was going to happen. It's like Swiss cheese down there with Nikola Vucevic's low post defense. So it was beautiful to see Joel Embiid just kind of go to work like that. And I'll admit, I've been a Joel Embiid hater in the past, but now I'm just at the point where I feel bad for the dude because he is the most injury-riddled, injury-cursed superstar of all time. It's like the most random things just go wrong with his body. So when we get a chance to see him healthy and to see that talent, I'm just going to appreciate it. So I appreciated that performance last night. Absolutely unstoppable bully basketball from Joel Embiid. And the cool thing too is the Celtics, they started sending that double team, and it didn't matter because he has very underrated passing chops. 8 assists, he was finding guys in the right spot, and he elevated his team. Sometimes with Joel Embiid, you don't necessarily know how he's going to elevate the team, especially this team, because it seems like Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe were at their best when they get to play fast. And with Joel Embiid out there, you're not necessarily going to be playing fast. But last night, man, once Joel Embiid got going, you saw everybody on the team kind of pick their energy up. Tyrese Maxey, he got loose in that second half. He was making big shots, big plays, and it makes sense. I mean, the defense for the first 4 games of this series, they were so keyed in on stopping Tyrese Maxey that in the second half of Game 5, when the key switches to, oh shit, we got to stop Joel Embiid, that's going to open up more for Tyrese Maxey. VJ Edgecombe, invisible in that first half, but man, in that second half, he reminded everybody that he's one of the most promising young players in the NBA. I truly think athletically, you look at his profile, you look at his game, I think he has a top 25 ceiling. I think he's going to be that type of player. Like, if you ask me to compare him and Con Knippel, I think Con Knippel is much closer to his absolute best right now, to his finished version, than VJ Edgecombe is. If you ask me to bet on who's going to be better 5 years from now, I'm taking VJ Edgecombe. Maybe that's a hot take. I'm taking VJ Edgecombe. Paul George, he started to get loose in that second half too. He was going toe-to-toe with Jaylen Brown. And if we're being honest with you guys, he was getting the better of Jaylen Brown. So for the Sixers, man, that's the kind of performance you wanted to see. You wanted to see Joel Embiid, look like the Joel Embiid of old, look like a dominant big man, and you wanted to see it raise the performance of the rest of the team and make them a better team. Because there was a lot of talk after Game 4 on, are the Sixers better off without Joel Embiid? Which after last night's game, that seems like crazy talk now. But it was just nice to see a player like him go out, play that type of game. Question is, can he sustain it? Can he do it again? Because with Joel Embiid, you never know. You saw that play in the third quarter where Jaylen Brown bumped his knee as he was landing. He had to go back to the locker room. I thought he was done for the night. Just being Joel Embiid with the bad luck he has with his body, thought he was done for the night. I was wrong. He came back, kept dominating. Beautiful to see. But man, if I was a betting man, I would bet on one more big Joel Embiid game in Game 6, and then the Celtics closing this thing out in Game 7. As fun as an upset would be, it's just hard to see the Celtics losing 3 games in a row like that. So last night, man, was a lot of fun. Let's hope it's not the last time that we see that dominant version of Joel Embiid.